Welcome to a bonus episode of the Queen's Table Podcast. I'm your host, Marissa J. And today, we've got some updates to go over. But first, I hope y'all had a good turkey day. Mine was a good turkey day. Hope y'all had a good turkey day. I don't really believe in the whole Columbus bullshit, but any chance that we can get to fellowship, then that's a good thing, right? So I just hope that everybody had a good Thanksgiving Day and were able to spend it with your loved ones. So some updates on Shanquella Robinson case. So the Mexican authorities have already come out and, well, not the Mexican authorities. Let me back up, okay? Guerrero Herrero. Is it Herrero? Y'all, I don't know. I think it's Herrero. Herrero, he's a journalist, okay? And he's been coming out and letting all of us know everything that's going on. He's been giving us all the updates and whatnot. This dude is really putting his life on the line, okay? Journalists and shit have died over there by uncovering or attempting to uncover a lot of, injustices within that justice system. And this ties into that as well. So, props to this dude for literally putting his life on the line. I believe it's Gerardo Zuniga. I'm not gonna try it. But that dude, big props to you. Okay, so the Mexican authorities have both tapes. Yes. You guys remember that there was rumors circulating that there was a second fight tape. There's been other, stuff from people's stories and whatnot to come out, but they weren't fighting. There was rumors of another fight. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to put some background music on so y'all hopefully wouldn't have heard that. Anyways, there's a second tape of another fight. The parents have seen it. The authorities have seen it. This dude has not seen it, but he is getting the information straight from the horse's mouth, the people that have seen it, the Mexican authorities. And what they saying is they're saying that there's an unknown woman that came from the back. Okay? And they're saying that it's Dejanay, but we don't know. We don't know who it was. And we'll get to why we don't know just yet. But there was a fight between allegedly Dejanay, but some woman and Shanquella. And Shanquella was also not fighting back in this one either. And somebody intervened, stopped the fight. And as soon as the fight stopped, Shanquella dropped and she started to convulse on the ground. Okay. So as of right now, warrants have been issued. And I know that I missed last week and I was going to come out with the episode and I had it all recorded and set up and everything, but I decided against it because it was a whole lot of he said, she said. And I don't like doing that. Let me know what's real. Don't, well, I heard from such and such and so and so. I need to hear it when it's official. So I postponed all of that. A lot of it was, aligning to what's coming out now. But still, that's still a whole lot of he said, she said. And this is still kind of sort of he said, she said. But Gerardo, he's like, he's legit. Okay? He's legit, dude. So, there's this theory going around that Dejanay had woken up Shanquella out of her sleep. This is in that first video, the video that I have not seen. But in this other video, there's pictures. There's like still pictures and stuff that's floating everywhere. I've seen them. I'm sure y'all have seen them. But if you notice, the bed was only slept in on one side. Not the whole bed. It's known that Shanquella sleeps in the nude. Shit, so do I. I mean, a lot of people do. That's not fucking weird. Okay? So, the theory is going that Dejanay had woken her up out of her sleep, and it started off like, yeah, we finna fight, but she was just way too fucking rough with it. Way too fucking rough with it. That's the theory that's going around. I don't know nothing. I don't know not a motherfucking thing. Okay? At all. There's all these different, there's a whole lot of different theories going around, but I don't know. The villa, it comes out also that the villa that they were staying at, because, okay, so, and we know that, okay, let me back up. We know that that's Shanquella's room because it was the master bedroom. If you look at pictures online, you can Google it. Look at pictures online of the master bedroom and then go back to the still pictures of that fight video. It's the same. She stayed in the master bedroom because she paid for the shit. So yeah, she stayed in the master bedroom. But they're saying now that the villa has refunded the $54,000 because they did not stay the entire trip. They left after all of this shit went down. So they are... Priscilla, can you please stop scratching my walls? Priscilla. Thank you. Jesus. So they're saying that the villa refunded the $54,000, for the rest of the stay because they didn't stay the whole time. Who they refunded to? Because the parents ain't said nothing about it. So who did they refund it to? They could have. It could have refunded it back to, I don't know. Maybe the parents may have had access to her account. But they're saying as little as $6,000 and up to as much as $17,000 was stolen from her by the friends and or Mexican officials. And it's like, it's not hard to follow the fucking money, to be honest with you. It's really not. It's not hard to follow the money at all. It ain't nothing to go over the customs for an FBI agent to go over the customs to be like, hey, yo, when she dipped out, I know she had money on her. How much did she declare when she was leaving the country? And how much came back? How much came back from all of these people? Put 3 and 3 together, guys. Come on. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. I'm not saying, but see, at the same time, I'm not complaining about the speed either, because they're actually doing this right. They're actually doing this correctly. And that's another thing too. This is a process. It's going to take some time. Okay. It's going to take some time for all of this to be laid out the way that it's supposed to be laid the fuck out. All right. Like, okay. For example, all right. The San Jose del Cabo. All right. That's the prison that whoever got this warrant out. Oh, let me go back. I said that I was going to say this and I never said it. They can't, the arrest warrants are confidential. Right now, as of right now, today is November 27, 2022. As of right now, at 1:35 p.m., the arrest warrants have not been made public yet. They cannot be made public yet until the red notice is complete. What is the red notice? The red notice is a notice that Interpol sends out to all of the countries, not just America, not just the countries that's a little bit close to here, all of the whole world. They send everything. They send the information out to everybody saying, hey, yo, if you run across this motherfucker, tell them we looking for him or her. And that's another thing too. I can't, I was wondering if there was multiple warrants, but nobody's been able to give me a clear answer on that because it's confidential. But I wouldn't be too awful surprised if it's a couple warrants. But anyway, that prison is a medium security prison. All right. Let me tell you a little bit about this medium security prison. This was a Mexican prison, or is a Mexican prison, where a warden was stabbed to death making her rounds. This is the same prison where they killed off another warden. This a whole other one. Because the prison had a list of demands. The prison had a list of demands and they weren't being met. Now, you got to ask yourself, well, what the fuck was these demands? Like what prison makes, I mean, y'all seen Orange is the New Black, but what were the demands here? Well, a better fucking system, a better fucking prison. A prison that doesn't have disease rampant through the halls. Like, it was a disgusting place. There's this one dude who uploaded a whole bunch of pictures to his social media account, just like they did with Mississippi. What's going on with that? What's going on with that? That's a whole other episode, y'all. That's a whole ass other episode. But this is not a play school prison. This ain't even no American prison. This isn't. Everybody want to talk about Rikers. Rikers in this part of Mexico. You'll be begging for Rikers. Be begging for Rikers. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Begging for Rikers. Oof. Anyway. Once this red notice is complete, then all of the information will be published and it'll be out for the public to consume. All of everybody's information is finna be out there. And once they find whoever it is, they will be taken to a medium security prison, this San Jose Del Cabo prison, where they're killing off wardens because of the conditions of the fucking prison. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. All them drug wars that y'all hear about, yeah, the ones that they actually capture, they're there. That's where they at. And yeah, they separate the men from the women, but come on, guys. Come on, guys. The women, I would argue that the women would be more dangerous. You know that. Come on now, guys. So it takes the red file about 15 days to process. So, and that's completely dependent on American intelligence. That's if, the FBI and the CIA and all of that, if they can figure out all of the shit that they need to figure out. Because it's putting together a whole ass it's a red notice. This going out to any and everybody that could have possibly have crossed her path at some point in their life. A whole lot of people gonna be getting a whole lot of knocks on their doors. They're gonna be getting real scared. Like, wait a minute, I went to school with her in the 5th fucking grade. Why you at my fucking door? I don't know nothing about this shit. It's a red notice. So, yeah, it's going to take some time. But that's the thing that we need to be patient with. These types of things take time. Once they're found, they'll be taken to the hearing, the first hearing, okay? During this first hearing, the aggressor, their rights will be read. And yes, Mexico has rights similar to the Miranda rights that we have here. Miranda rights here, we got that back in the 60s. There's this dude named Miranda. And like it was a whole thing, okay? It's a whole thing. That's another episode. So, but we got the Miranda rights. You know what those are. You have the rights. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you under the court of law. You have a right to an attorney if one cannot be provided. Wait, what? Hold up. You have a right to an attorney if you can't afford one. That's what it is. If you can't afford one, then one will be provided to you. Do you understand your rights? The Mexican equivalent, I don't know what the name of it is, but basically they have the right to remain silent and the right to a lawyer. And Priscilla, stop scratching on my sofa. I'm in the middle of trying to doing something right now. Come on, man. Don't do that. I'm sorry, y'all. Priscilla, she wildin'. She wildin' today. Anyways, they have the right to remain silent and you have a right to a lawyer. And they do that. They did that back in 2013. And there was a whole case surrounding that. But they do that because a lot of these other countries have similar rights to Miranda rights, and they didn't up until 2013. And they're, it's a tourist attraction. So a lot of people go there. So they were like, okay, we got to figure out some kind of way because, yeah, a lot of the shit over there is pretty corrupt, and a lot of people get away with a lot of shit, but they're trying to correct it over there. Officers, you can get in trouble. They'll give you all kinds of disciplinary actions if you fail to read somebody these particular rights. So they doing shit over there. But so that's when their rights will be read, and the evidence will be presented in front of them. Okay? At the second hearing, now I don't know how much time has to pass between the first and second hearing, all right? But during the second hearing, that gives prosecutors, the aggressor needs to present their declaration. So there's not going to be no trial. There's not going to be no trial. That's not how they do things over there. It's not going to be no trial. So basically, the aggressor would have to write out their statement. Okay? They have to write out their statement and give their whole side of everything that they could ever possibly want them to know. They have to write it out. That's presented at the second hearing. And then the second hearing allows the prosecutors 3 to 6 months to complete and close the case. Ain't nobody standing on no stand. Ain't nobody gonna have no jury. They don't got no jury duty over there. It's none of that. None of that. They said, you tell us on a piece of paper, because we're not trying to do all that hollering and hooping and wilding out and carrying on. And it's been like that over there. So write it out. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it don't, it don't. Take out feelings. I just want facts. So yeah, so basically let's go back. This person, whoever it is, they're going to be charged with murder, and they're going to be charged with femicide. That is known, okay? Femicide in Mexico carries a sentence of no less than 20 years and a maximum of 50 years. But because of how violent this was, because of the fact that not only were they foreigners, but they were foreigners that left and went back to the country, to their home country, the fact that somebody had to get paid off in order for them to do that. That's why it's kind of like, okay, you go through customs and it's like, okay, she left out with this amount of money, but no money was found on her or in her personal belongings. And these people didn't come back with any extra money. Okay, then who's the motherfuckers that let them slide? What they bank account look like? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's a whole ass fucking process too, because you can't just like dig into somebody's account. And Mexican bank accounts aren't like American bank accounts. So like there's other types of red tape to have to go through and some more shit. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here because there's like a whole lot of sirens going on. And this is, I don't know, this just been a lot of distractions going on today. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this shit up. But, if she decides to not speak, because she does have the right to not say anything. So if she decides that she doesn't want to say anything, I mean, she's not getting any less than 10 years. So, or 20 years. So it's just kind of like, just say what the fuck happened. Just say what the fuck happened, because her parents need that fucking closure. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really in the fuck do. As a matter of fact, fuck the rest of us. I would like to know what happened, absolutely. But it's not my right to know. The parents have a right to know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck happened with their child. So even if they made it to where it was like, okay, well, you know, she confessed or the person confessed or whatever, but only the parents can, you know exactly what had happened. And the parents come out and say, we're satisfied with what they said happened. Then all right, cool, because it's really none of our business. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you can't be going around doing shit like this. You can't be going around doing shit like this. Come on. Last couple of things. It was funny. It was a little bit funny because there's such a cultural difference that, they didn't realize that a bonnet was a bonnet because of the way Dejanay had snatched it off of her head the way that she did. So they were thinking that the motive for the murder was that Shanquella had put some underwear. I'm not playing. Shanquella had put some underwear on Dejanay's head, and Dejanay was fed the fuck up with it and wanted to fight her. That's what they had thought. And then the lead attorney had to be like, no, that's a bonnet. No, that's a bonnet. That's a bonnet. That's not that. And then there's this other thing. Okay, so with the whole what a name, Dejanay being trans and all of that. Okay, so I think where this is all coming from is they thought she was trans, like. And because the translation was not very good, like it got mixed up. But they thought that she was trans. Why did they think she was trans? Because she's very tall, she's a stallion, and because she kept taking her wig on and off while she was there. And they're not used to black girls just, willy-nilly, I'm going to take my hair off and then I'm going to put it back on. I'm going to take it off again because it itched, but then I'm going to put it back on because I'm not looking crazy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't accustomed to that. And I'm sure that she had the little cap on. And when you got the cap on, it looked like you ain't got no hair. So that's why they thought she was trans. Anyway, guys, like I said, I've been talking too long. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this shit up because, yeah, I've been talking too long and there's way too many fucking distractions going on. So, anyways, I'll be back Thursday with another episode. That's it from me, y'all. Bye.